All right, a vehicle that I actually have talked a little bit about on Drive Radio on Saturdays, but I'll give you the formal review today, is the 2023 GMC Canyon. So this is the brother or sister, however you want to say it, to the Chevy Colorado, although on the GMC version, it only comes with the 310 horsepower, 2.7-liter high-output engine. I drove the AT4 model, not the AT4X, but the AT4 model, which gives you a little bit higher stance, and all of that is actually spelled out on the GMC website. But again, truck that I have been looking forward to driving for various reasons, which a lot of you behind the scenes know. I had an older Colorado that I've driven for a number of years. Actually, I had two of those I drove for a number of years, so really been looking forward to the Canyon/Colorado as they come out. Again, the difference in the GMC and the Chevy is the GMC is going to come standard with the high-output engine, and frankly, has a little nicer interior to it than what the Colorado does. Now, basically the same platform, truck, underpinnings, and so on. One of the things, Richard, that I was really concerned about is how well will the 2.7-liter turbo engine work. I had an opportunity to drive this vehicle all the way up the mountain over Eisenhower Pass to Breckenridge and back, and I will tell you right now, it works phenomenal. I was actually shocked at how much power it had. You can run up the mountain as fast as you want to go. It's got a towing capacity, this vehicle does, or I should say a weight capacity to up to 7,700 pounds. So this is not a slouch by any means, even with a 2.7-liter engine. Interior, much more comfortable than what they've had in the past. I can attest to that personally. The only complaint, a couple of them I have, one, and I know why they did it, because they moved the back seat back a little bit to give you a little bit more room in the second row seating, which there's not much in. This comes in a crew cab configuration only with a short box. And I do have a complaint that the back seat, so GMC, Chevy, if you guys are listening, GMC specifically in this case, the back seat, the back of it does not fold down any longer like it used to. The bottom folds up. There's some under-seat storage. They helped you by putting some storage in the tailgate itself, which is kind of nice, but you no longer have the ability to have a nice flat rear seat like you had in the previous versions. For some people, that's a big deal. For others, it may not be. For me personally, it's actually a big deal. I like that flat folding back seat that's been there in the past, that's frankly not there any longer. Outside of that, though, and the only other weird thing, Richard, that's a little bit getting used to, and it's just me, I know other people wouldn't care, it just sounds like a four-cylinder. And it's not even a four-cylinder diesel like I've had. It's just a four-cylinder, and it just doesn't sound as beefy and meaty. But don't let the sound fool you. This thing runs and performs extremely well. I would own one, no problem, in a heartbeat. You can go check one out at your local GMC dealer. There are some of these around right now that you can test drive. Tell them that John and Richard Rush from Drive Radio sent you. But, Richard, on top of that, any thoughts on that truck?
No, again, it's been a great truck for a while. They've done a really nice job, and kind of that mid-size pickup sort of segment is getting super competitive, and I know you were impressed by that engine. So
it worked well.
Definitely for folks who are skeptical, I would encourage you to check it out.
Yeah, and the nice thing about it, too, is it's just that mid-size truck, so driving it does make it a lot easier to park and navigate than a full-size truck. But no, it's not a full-size truck. But again, if you're into that mid-size world, go check it out. It is a fabulous vehicle. And with that, Richard, I will let you go. This is John Rush from Rush to Reason and Drive Radio. Thank you so much for listening. Check out more of our podcasts at rushtoreason.com or drive-radio.com.